Hey everyone, Joe here with Prismatic Powders. Today we're going to talk about our zinc primer, specifically when and why you want to use a zinc primer. But first, click on those like and subscribe buttons to receive immediate gratification and improvement to your life. You'll become healthy, wealthy, and wise. Our zinc primer is an epoxy-based primer, but what makes a zinc primer so special? First, because it's an epoxy, it has the excellent hardness characteristics and the chemical resistance of the epoxy, but that high zinc content also gives the resistance to galvanic corrosion. And that high zinc content in the powder becomes a sacrificial barrier to the corrosion, which will protect the substrate. So we recommend a zinc primer for ferrous metals, particularly when they will be exposed to a lot of moisture, especially saltwater environments where galvanic corrosion would be a risk. So some great applications for a zinc primer would be architectural applications like exterior railings that are exposed to damp environments, numerous industrial applications where you're going to have a mixture of different kinds of metals and hardware that are exposed to salty air or seawater or just high levels of moisture. Automotive applications like steel wheels and suspension and undercarriage components and the hardware where these components are exposed to moisture where they salt the roads. So here is an example of something that could really benefit from our zinc primer. These rooftop baskets, they're constantly exposed to moisture. Before they're on the vehicle for too long, they'll show signs of rust and corrosion. And this one is really no different.
We can see the rust forming where the segments of the basket are bolted together. We can also see where the powder that was once black is now fading to gray around these same areas. There are spots of rust forming through the coating on the brackets. This may have started at a spot where the powder was too light, and you can see how it's beginning to lift on the edges as well.
So we're going to take this opportunity to apply a proper zinc base coat to this rooftop cargo basket, and then we're going to add a top coat of Wraith Bronze, which is one of our new bronze colors, and that way we're going to take care of not only the corrosion and rust problem that this basket has, but we're going to make it look better than ever.
We need to sandblast the old powder and corrosion off this rack first. Once that is finished, we'll blow off the surface with some compressed and filtered air, and we'll get the primer on. Spraying the zinc primer is straightforward. It is important to ensure that you are getting complete coverage, so make sure all those tight spots and any welds are covered and getting the benefits of the primer. I did drop my voltage a little bit because of the zinc content. Since I'll be spraying a metallic top coat, I don't want to have any back ionization. You do not need to fully cure the primer if it's going to be used as a base coat for something else. In this case, flashing is fine. Now that our base coat of zinc primer is on, we'll let it cool, and then we'll apply the Wraith Bronze.
Okay, that's it for today's video. Hopefully it helps you understand when you'd want to use our zinc primer over one of the others that we have to offer. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.